Assalamu alaikum. I am Muhammad Mahmud Hassan, Assistant Teacher, Greenfield School and College. Today I am going to discuss about Section 4, Sanctuary of Fishes. This is under Chapter 3. There are various types of small and big internal water bodies in riverine country of our Bangladesh. The area of water body is about 47 lakh hectare, and moreover it has immense Bay of Bengal of 1.66 lakh square kilometers. Among the water bodies in Bangladesh, 88% is free water bodies like river, bill, water body of Sundarban, Kaptai Lake, Haor, tidal area containing 40.25 lakh hectare area. On the other hand, closed water bodies are only 12%, among which pond, lake, ditch, Haor and shrimp farm. The total area of these is 6.78 lakh hectare. Presently in Bangladesh, 80% of total fish production comes from internal water bodies. 20% fish comes from sea. In the distant past, various types of huge fishes were caught in natural internal water bodies of the country. It was 80% of total fish production in 60th decade. The production from internal water bodies has come down to 35% in last few decades for increasing population. Excess uses of water, rough uses of pesticide in agriculture, water pollution for industrialization, excess fish collection, unnecessary killing of brood fish and fries, unplanned construction of growing and infrastructure and unbalanced environment. Rest 47% production comes from the fishes cultured in different closed water bodies, and 18% comes from sea fishes. Not only the production but also biodiversity of fishes is reducing day by day in free water bodies. By this time, among the 260 species of sweetwater fishes of Bangladesh, 12 critically endangered, 28 endangered and 14 threatened species have been identified. The species which are facing the risk for extinction within short time from natural water bodies are critically endangered species as Sharpoti, Mahashol, Baghair, and the species which are facing the risk for extinction in immediate future are called endangered species. On the other hand, the species which are not yet extinct but have the chance to extinct in medium term are called threatened species. Some example of endangered fish species of Bangladesh are Rani, Pabda, Tangra, etc. And threatened species are Folly, Gulsha, Kajoli, Meni, etc. For increasing fish production and conserving biodiversity in free water bodies, it is very important to establish secured living place or sanctuary for fishes. Fish sanctuary is another water body or its specific area like haod, bill or any portion of river where fishing is blamed for a specific time of a year or for all the year round or long term or permanently. Sometimes three branches, bamboo, etc. are placed in those areas for restriction of fishing. Hence, fish gets safe shelter, can roam and breed freely. Presently, about 500 safe shelters have been maintained in different rivers and internal free-water bodies. Importance of establishment of fish sanctuary. By establishing or announcing fish sanctuary, safe living place of fishes can be ensured. Free breeding and tidal area can be conserved and extended. By creating safe shelter, nearly extinct or endangered species can be conserved. By ensuring sufficient natural foods for fish growth, reproduction and stocking can be increased by protecting mature fish. Fish biodiversity can be conserved in aquatic environment. Now I am going to discuss about Section 5 Fisheries Conservation Act. Fisheries Conservation Act. The population of our country is increasing day by day, and at the same time the demand of fishes is also increasing. To meet the increasing demand, the fishermen are fishing almost all fishes of various sizes from different water bodies of the country. Fries and adult fish are not getting rid of this also. As a result, fish production is gradually decreasing from natural water bodies, and even some species are getting lost. In 1950, government legislated Protection and Conservation of Fish Act 1950. By applying several ordinances on fish size, breeding and growth period, place for strolling, so that fish production and biodiversity does not decrease rather than it increases, or be in an acceptable state. It is commonly known as Fishery Conservation Act. Subsequently, this law was corrected, amalgamated, and revised in different times to meet the need. The remarkable ordinances of this law are: without the view of cultivation, every year from July to December, mid Ashar to mid Poush, the Katla, Rui, Mrigel, Kalibaush, Gania fishes below 23 cm in size. From November to May, mid Kartik to mid Joishtho, Hilsa fish below 23 cm in size, which is known as Jatka. From November to April, mid Kartik to mid Boishak, Pangas fish below 23 cm, 9 inch in size. From February to June, Ceylon, Boal and airfish less than 30 cm in size are prohibited to catch, possess, transport and sell by anybody. Without the view of cultivation, every year from 1st April to 31st August, no steps can be taken for fishing or destroying fries or morhar fish of shoal, gozal, taki in the water bodies connected with rivers, canals and bills. No temporary or permanent grony or any kind of infrastructure can be constructed on rivers, canals and bill without the purpose for irrigation, flood control or making drain. No fish can be caught by permanent installation, fixed engine, making in rivers, canals. In this case, permanent installation can be removed or confiscated. No steps can be taken for destroying fishes in internal water bodies by applying poison, environmental pollution, industrial wastes or any other way. For catching fish, trap net, usual name current jal, having the trap of 4.5 centimeter or less diameter or length is prohibited to be used. Conservation of Hilsa Sanctuary. In government announced Hilsa Sanctuary area and in the fixed time of the year, nobody can catch or create the cause for catching fish. Conservation Hilsa fish in their breeding place. To give the free breeding opportunity in the breeding area every year from 15 to 24 October, catching of Hilsa fish is prohibited. Punishment. For the first time defaulter of law, the punishment would be at least 1 month to highest 6 months, rigorous punishment and maximum fine of taka 1000 with it. Next, for defaulting of law every time at least 2 months to maximum 1 year, rigorous imprisonment and maximum fine of taka 2000 with it. Now I am going to discuss about housing of domestic bird, section 6. Housing of chicken and duck. A small shed or house is made for sheltering birds only at night in household level if reared 10 to 15 birds, but housing is required for birds if reared with modern farming systems. Housing for birds should be made for the following objective, such as to make comfortable environment, to manage properly, to intensive care, to prevent from bad weather, to supply feed and water easily, to prevent and control of poultry disease, to for easy vaccination, to protect from wild animal, to protect from thief, to collect eggs easily, for cleaning litter easily, to require less labor. Steps for making housing for poultry. Site selection for housing, design selection for house, planning for making different types of houses for poultry, making house providing sufficient space for poultry. Site selection for housing of poultry. The, the site should be high and flood free area, far from market, highway and community, facilitates the for egg and meat marketing, good communication, well supply of electricity and water, good drainage system, a scope for extension of farm in future. Design of house. Rectangular house is better for poultry. Length of house depends on birds number. Length of house is variable, but width should be within 4.5 to 9 meter. Poultry house should be east-west long and open in the south. House can be two types on the basis of roof design, such as shed type, gable type. Shed type. This is a shed type house. Shed type or single roofed house can easily be made. This type of house is more suitable for rearing bird in open or semi-intensive system. This is shed type house and this is gable type house. Gable type house or double roofed house requires more cost for making. Roof of this type of house is slanted. Gable type of house is more suitable for the area where waterfall is more. In any of the design, house should be following category for rearing birds with different objectives such as chick or brooder house. In this house, from newly hatched chicks to 4 to 6 weeks aged birds are reared and provided artificially heat, vaccines, litter, feed and water. Grower house for growing birds. In this house, egg producing birds are reared from 5 by 7 weeks to 20 weeks of age. Houses for laying birds. Eggs producing birds are reared from 21 weeks to 72 weeks. Hatchery house. Hatchery house is a farm where chicks can be obtained from incubator through incubation of fertile eggs. Broiler house. The farm where meat producing broilers are reared is called broiler farm, and the house where broiler are reared is called broiler house. In broiler house, birds are reared up to 4 to 6 weeks. Preparation of house. Roof. Tin, asbestos and corrugated sheet are used for making roof. But roof made of cement or concrete is better for commercial purpose. In rural conditions, straw or suitable tree leaves can be used for household poultry farm. Floor. It is wise to keep floor dry. Birds are reared on concrete floor or slat. Wall. Wall of bird's house can be made of soil, bamboo, wood, brick, wire net, etc. Wall height should be 0.3 meters for broiler and 0.6 meter for layer, and the wire net can be fixed in upper portion of wall. But in winter, this upper portion with wire net should be covered with gunny bag or tarpaulin. Door. Door of poultry house should be opened at south and it should be large in size. Space requirement for poultry. Age month 0 to 1 from first day to aged bird. Required space for each bird square meter. Litter method for litter method space is 0.05 to 0.28 square meter. For cage method 0.02 to 0.7 square meter. Slant method 0.02 to 0.19 square meter. Thanks for watching this video.